Yo, welcome back to the video. What's up, guys? Alright, so you know what it is? I don't think I've ever made a video on Charmy. I'm trying to think about it, and I don't think I have. And arguably, Charmy is one of my favorite characters in Black Bulls because of how very little we know about Charmy. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about Charmy's new powers, what I think her ultimate magic is going to unlock, and some cool shit Charmy's gonna do, and who she's going to fight in this arc, and what the predictions are. Now, obviously, these are predictions, could be wrong, could be right. So, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, notifications on. Guys, we're trying to get to 500 likes in this video. With that being said, let's just dive straight into it. Alright, yo, jumping straight into it. As I mentioned, we haven't seen enough of Charmy. Out of every Black Bull member you can name, we know every single one's motivations, why they are in the Black Bulls, what they did before they joined the Black Bulls, and what happened. For an example, Gauche was a noble family in the Clover Kingdom. His parents were murdered. They were ousted as nobles by corrupt nobles. Gauche then went to jail because he was stealing food to feed Mari, and he broke out of prison, and Yami captured him and let him join the Black Bulls. We know everything about every single member of the Black Bulls. But that's not true. The one character we know nothing about is Charmy Pappitson. The only thing we know about Charmy is her second name is Pappitson. She is also a half-human, half-dwarf hybrid. For the longest time, she would always change her size and would be played off as comedy relief until it was revealed that she is literally a dwarf, and ironically, whenever she takes her dwarf form, she grows in size. A couple weeks ago, I made a video saying how Black Clover is full of contradictions. Devils shown as to being big are very small. Dwarves who are known to be very small are fucking huge. So, why do we know nothing about Charmy? This is planned. This is obviously planned. Tabata has developed every single member of the Black Bulls, but he has left Charmy underdeveloped because we are most likely going to see a future Dwarven Kingdom arc in the Black Bull manga, and I'm honestly super excited to see that. Obviously, the four kingdoms of the Clover, Spade, Diamond, and Heart have basically now been discovered, and what lies beyond the four kingdoms is where we are gradually going to go. And I can guarantee that Charmy is most likely from one of those Dwarven kingdoms. How she ended up in the Clover Kingdom, we still have no idea, but what we do know is she's a half-human dwarf hybrid who has one of the Norse mythological gods, Fenrir, as a pet. Now, how this happened, I have honestly no idea. But in this video, I do want to do a quick theory on what Charmy's next transformation is going to be. Currently, Charmy uses the power of her wolf. I'm going to just call him Fenrir, because that's basically what he's based on, to eat magic. Basically like anti-magic. Charmy can just eat any magic so far we've seen in the verse. Now, what I believe is that Charmy's own body, when she summons Fenrir, is a little unprotected. For example, we saw it back in the fight during the Heart Kingdom. Charmy took some damage, and when he transformed into the wolf form, her dwarf form, she really destroyed the fight. So what Charmy lacks is a bit of defensive and speed in her own form. So, what if we get a werewolf / lichen transformation? If Charmy and the wolf fuse, I know this is some furry type shit, but bear with me. That shit would be so cool. Not only would her strength skyrocket, not only would her speed skyrocket, but she would literally be able to eat all and every magic in her path. Magic will be useless in her presence. Like, that shit is OP. I don't think many people have realized how powerful Charmy really is. I believe using her ultimate magic, she's going to be able to transform using the wolf and herself into a lichen type female she-wolf, and that shit honestly would look so cute. Not only that, she would have like a tail, some like wolf ears. Dude, I'm ready to simp. But listen, yeah, I'm not a furry. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not a furry. Now, where would she be useful? I have two scenarios, but before we jump into them, guys, don't forget to hit the like button if you're enjoying this video so far. Tell me if you agree with my Charmy transformation, and let's just jump straight to where I think she's going to come into use. For one, let's start with the easy one. Asta. Asta just arrived to save Noelle. Obviously, we know Charmy arrived with Noelle from the Heart Kingdom. But what the problem here is, Asta right now has a 30-minute cooldown and he's not able to use Devil Union. While Megicula is constantly just using Decaying World all over the place and people are basically dying out here. So, if Charmy were to arrive here and start eating the Decaying World, this would very much affect Megicula and maybe allow Asta and Noelle to get a union attack in on Megicula, and I feel like that would be really cool. But where I actually believe Charmy is heading, what do we know about wolves? Wolves and dogs are basically the same breed. Oh, they come from the same family tree. Dogs, as you know, love bones. They love bones. What can you think that has bones? Maybe bone magic? Charmy, we know, is in love with Yuno because Yuno saved her meal and he calls him the meal-saving prince. For the record, which was massive foreshadowing from Tabata that Yuno is actually the prince of the Spade Kingdom, but we'll just ignore that for a different video. I believe Charmy is going to head towards Xenon, and Charmy will absolutely, utterly demolish Xenon. Wolves and bones go perfectly hand to hand. It's like wolves and dogs love bones. So if Charmy gets this new transformation and starts literally devouring Xenon's bones, I feel like this is where Yuki Tabata is heading. Back when Yuno saved Charmy's food, Charmy is now going to come and save Yuno against Xenon. I feel like Charmy versus Xenon is perfectly set up. This is obviously going to happen in volume 31, somewhere in the next 10 to 15 chapters, maybe even volume 32 if Tabata decides to expand the Megicula fight a little further. But honestly, I cannot wait to see what Charmy does in this arc. She is by far, arguably, the strongest Magic Knight in the Black Bulls. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Steve, as always. Where do you think Charmy is heading? Peace!